minutes. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You all ready?
Ready.
Okay. Ted, are we ready? Okay. All right. I'm supposed to wait 1 minute. Probably 30 seconds. Okay. Welcome to the Plymouth, Indiana School Board Corporation meeting for July. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 1.2, opening, setting of agenda for meetings. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
We did have one change.
Okay.
We removed a individual on appointments from the high school. The FACS teacher asked us to rescind her appointment.
Okay. Okay. All right, with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Audience participation on agenda items. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on agenda items tonight? Okay. All right. Item 2.24. Consider consent agenda. I would entertain, is there anything in the consent agenda that anyone would like to pull out? No? All right, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to comment about our new basketball coach, Joe Grundle, former Plymouth graduate, excellent athlete, and I want to wish him all the best.
Great. Any other items anyone wants to comment on? All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Under 3, business transactions, 3.1, consider Menominee Elementary School principal appointment.
Sure, so I would like to ask for consideration of the appointment of Nicole Schubert. She's on our phone Zoom right now. She currently is residing in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and is relocating here. So she's in transit and becoming a member of our community. Again, she impressed a large committee made up of teachers at Menominee as well as building level administration and central office directors. She is committed to teachers. She's committed to students. She's committed to families. She has an intensive background in special education, which will help serve the special populations at Menominee in particular, extensive instructional coaching. Again, she just wowed the committee decisively, and we cannot wait to welcome her here. We anticipate that in the next week. So, again, Nicole Schubert is our recommendation for the Menominee principal.
You've heard the recommendation. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
All right, is there a second? Second. All right, is there any discussion?
What is her background as far as administration?
She's been a central office administrator with regards to directorship with special education and instructional coaching. So she has been in Green Bay as well as Fond du Lac, so she has quite a big, diverse background, whether it's been rural or urban background. And she, again, will be a huge asset to that building in particular, but for us as a district.
Okay, well, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Does she want to say anything? Does she want to, I mean, we could unmute her if she would like to say something, or?
I don't have that power button.
That's why we have Ted.
That's for you.
Would you like to say something?
Nicole?
Nicole?
Okay.
Hold on.
We'll hear from her later.
Next time. She will definitely be here.
She's not connected by audio.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for trying, Ted. I appreciate that. All right. Good deal. Item 3.2, consider additional use agreement for aquatic center. Candy?
Yes, we have had brought to our attention that they would like to utilize the pool a little bit more frequently, with possibly in regards to building the program a lot further with clubs and camps that we'd like to utilize it for, plus grade level. We used to years ago, I know kids used to go to the swimming pool for PE, and I think that would be another interest again. And so in doing so, we have come up with, and I think Mr. Cerisi might be on the video as well from the city, and Mr.
Hi.
Jeff also
Hi, Sean.
helped with this.
Okay. Thanks, Candy. Well, let's get it on the table. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
All right. Is there a second? Second. All right. Sean, is there anything you would like to say?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for considering this. I think, most of you are aware of some of the challenges that we faced with the facility over the last year and a half or so. I think we are on the right track toward having a sustainable plan to implement later this summer for the long-term operation success. And part of that plan is this additional financial contribution for this use through the school corporation, as well as you may have read in some of the news recently, we were able to refinance some of the construction debt, which is going to free up some additional funding for long-term operations. So we're really excited about things going forward, and look forward to getting the school in for additional use. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Sean? No? Well, we're happy to have the additional time too, Sean. We appreciate it. Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm sorry, Jeff, did you want to say something? No?
Unless you have any questions, I'll just say that I worked with Mr. Hartley putting it together from the school's perspective, and we really saw it as an opportunity to increase the usage and expand the swimming programs for schools.
Appreciate that. All right. Thank you. Item 3.3, consider PHS huddle agreement.
Yes, so I'm presenting this on behalf of Mr. Michael Delp. He is, I believe, on vacation. Anyway, so this huddle is the video breakdown and statistical analysis for all the sports that we cover. It includes camera now that will be at the football field. So I believe also the band would be able to utilize that as well, which would be very helpful, I think, for presentation. And they're just anything that's over $5,000 as a project has to be presented for approval for the school board, and that's why this is being presented to you.
Thanks, Candy. All right, let's get it on the table. You've heard the recommendation. I would entertain a motion to approve. All right, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3.4, consider Work One facility lease agreement. Cindy?
Again, I believe Mr. Thuyen was involved with this, creating this document. And then Mr. Hartley reviewed, and then I reviewed, so there's been a couple of reviewing. And what this is Work One, it wants to rent a room at the Lincoln Education Center. And that was part of our goal, was some of that purposing. And this is the agreement, the facility lease agreement for that purpose.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
How many do we have in there now?
Currently, we have the CET vocational program is in there. Jesse is in there. And adult ed is in there. And now we're fun.
And do we have additional space, or is it all?
We do.
That's great.
It's a really nice facility. Okay, item 3.5, consider selection of newspaper for legal advertising.
Again.
You again.
Yeah. So the main, the Pilot News is the main newspaper in town. We are recommending that that be the newspaper that we select for our legal advertising.
Okay. All right, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Well, Ms. Popular, you are 3.6. Consider the annual financial report for
That's
publication.
because I inherited half of it. So, every year annually, we have to advertise the annual financial report, which has a lot of data in it that we have to truncate from all of our financial issue, and will be put into the Pilot News, and between August 1st and August 15th. Every year we have to do this, and it is information in arrears. So it's all of the data from 2020 that is in this required annual financial report from the state. It's in Indiana code, it's required.
It's actuals then.
Yes, it's actuals that occurred in 2020.
Okay. All right. And that takes approval then to approve the financial report. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would entertain a motion to approve the financial report.
So moved.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion or questions for Candy? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Item 4.1, monthly remarks from our interim superintendent.
Yeah, thank you. I won't take much time, but I just wanted to take a few minutes and say kudos to the staff of Plymouth District Office. Everybody's been so welcoming and helpful, and it's been great. So a few things we've been working on with staff is gearing up for the school year that's coming up. And so staff is working on new teacher orientation, so how we best welcome our new teachers and get them oriented. We've been talking about the first day when teachers come back, and I think we're looking at having a breakfast and a gathering time. People love to see each other, is what I've experienced. I'm sure it's that way here too. And we're planning a back to school one-day retreat for principals. So yeah, we've been busy doing things, and everybody's just been great. So just wanted to thank everybody for the warm welcome and hard work that goes on here, obviously. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah.
Thanks very much. All right. Does anybody have any questions for Tony? All right. Other business, audience participation on any agenda items, or does anyone have any questions about any of the agenda items we had? Laura?
Laura Cryer, Plymouth Education Association. Item 3.2, the Aquatic Center. I see the cost is $50,000 per year. Can you tell me how much increase that is from our previous agreement? And as far as time, is it unlimited access at that point, or is that spelled out as well?
Look, again, it's been like 2 minutes since I looked at it, but it is, so currently we pay $90,000 a year. For a pool. Trust me, if we do an analysis, a pool costs a ton more.
And I can vouch for that because we had a pool, recreation school.
So the additional time per year is an additional $50,000. And as far as I know, they have not set parameters on limiting time at all. Correct?
That's what the agreement.
There are some guaranteed minimums in the original,
Yeah.
but it's more to do with priority of scheduling. So as the largest user from the schools has the highest priority for scheduling, and then especially since Ancilla is not utilizing their time, then that frees up more time. And that's really part of what made this feasible, is that Ancilla is not utilizing any time, so they're able to allocate more to the school. So it's not a limit on the amount of time, it's a guaranteed minimum of priorities.
I appreciate that. As someone who took the swim lessons in elementary school, coming over to the high school, that really was, besides the summer lessons at the park, the only opportunities my family had to learn how to swim, which is a vital skill. Just was wondering on the finances. It's totally support the idea that we are going to increase our swimming program, as well as hopefully introduce some of the swimming lessons back.
Yes. Right. Ask the question? Yes. Is it about an agenda item? It's about the pool? Okay, when did they close that at the high school? Oh, let's see, that would have
11,
been
12, we got bond in 2013. 13 or 15.
It would have been,
13
no, yeah, but it's 2012 or 2013. It's been close to that. Okay.
Did you all weigh out the options of keeping it open as opposed to spending $50,000 to $90,000 a year?
Oh, believe me, we did.
It was gonna cost over $1 million to fix the thing.
Well,
Like
and
10 years it's gonna cost you that.
it was, no, the pool
Yeah.
was already, had lived along for many, many years, and it was past, we had gotten it farther than anybody thought we could.
Okay,
We looked at all the options.
thank you. I went to Plymouth High School and enjoyed that pool.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
And I certainly hope our PE classes get back using the pool too.
Me too. All right. All right, if there's nothing else, then item 6.1, adjournment.
Excuse me, Jess, what's our next meeting date?
Oh, our next meeting date is August. I have to look at my calendar.
It's August 3rd.
August 3rd, my
August
birthday.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching. Right.
7 o'clock?
7 o'clock. Yeah, we'll let you know if anything changes.
Okay.
All right, so I have a motion, do I have a second? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.